So we have the Meta Gaming Showcase coming up at the beginning of next month, and I'm excited for this because it means that we are going to be able to find out what we have coming up for the rest of this year. In this very video today, we're going to be talking about my predictions for things that I expect to see at the Meta Gaming Showcase, and also some stuff that we already know that's coming and why you should be hyped for those things. Because, well, frankly, you freaking should be hyped because we actually have some AAA experiences coming our way, and some that I suspect are going to be coming our way very soon. So I'm hyped about this. I don't think we need to talk about this much more than that. Let's just dive straight into this, shall we? Of course. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below to please the algorithm gods of the YouTubes, and it really does genuinely help me out. So let me know down below your predictions for what you expect to see at the Meta Gaming Showcase. I'm very excited to read what you guys and gals think is coming our way. Asgard's Wrath was very much so teased by Meta as they released a picture of Loki's helmet. That sounds really dodgy. But when they release this means one of two things to us. We are either going to get Asgard's Wrath a freaking Quest version, which could be absolutely incredible. I mean, this is like a 40+ hour campaign game with honestly some of the coolest mechanics that have been used in VR. I mean, it's a dope game that's really kind of got overlooked due to the fact that it was PC only. It was one of the last few Oculus Quest studio games to come out, and honestly, it was a freaking dope experience. But there is rumours that they have been working on something new, so this could be something entirely new. They might not waste their time bringing an old game into a new platform, and they might just focus on giving us some juicy new games. So fingers crossed we're going to see something from Asgard's Wrath. I have high hopes for this. The studio behind it are incredible, and honestly the game and the world that it's built in is freaking dope because you can go from like third person to first person in this thing. I just love it. It's a great freaking game, an incredible experience, and just the little icing on the cake is going to be the fact that we're going to get to do this on a Quest. So even better, freaking dope. Oh my god, the next one has been teased for all of eternity. All of eternity, I think, since the actual existence of the Quest 2, and that is Assassin's Creed Nexus. Now, we've seen a little bit of a taste of this. Of course, like, it feels like the unobtainium, but I have actually spoken to people who have playtested this game, and all of them have come back to me saying, actually, this thing's legitness. It's very cool. It's a lot further along than people think. So this is definitely something that is coming one day, as long as they don't just freaking can it like they did Splinter Cell. Please don't do that. I really don't want that to happen. I want Assassin's Creed in VR, please. But the information we know on it so far is the fact that you're going to be playing through various different parts of the other games. So you're going to go in as like Ezio for one bit, and you can go in as another character for another bit, and you'll get to experience small parts of their stories, broken up into little chapters, so that you can experience a bunch of different stuff. This is honestly really cool. I'm very excited. It has the potential to be an incredible game if they do it right. We've got another one on this list just like this, and that, my friends, is GTA San Andreas. Now, they were teased at the same time, and honestly, like, my god, it's been a really long time. Now, my personal suspicions on this is I think they're holding out for the Quest 3 to release this game. It would make an incredible launch title, and it would be a very good reason for them to say, oh, it only works on the Quest 3, so that's why you should buy into it. I think it's going to be dope. I'm very excited. Now, am I one for really wanting to go back and this nostalgia hit of playing an old game? Some games, yes. Now, going back into San Andreas, man, that game does hold a dear place in my heart. But I really hope that they do something special with it, and it's not just a bad example of a port, because that would really suck. They've had plenty of time to work on this, and honestly, GTA in VR has so much potential, as we've already experienced, so many of us, with modding out GTA 5 to work. We know it's possible. We know it can work really well. It's just got to be implemented in a very good way. The high likeliness is it will be dope because Rockstar is a great studio, but honestly, you never really know. It could be crap, and we just have to hope that it isn't. Now, I've seen a few people thinking that there's a potential of seeing some Quest 3 news at this gaming showcase. This isn't really the traditional place where they would release any news for a new headset. They may tease like coming soon in the future to a game, and that would be probably the best of a hint that we'll get of the Quest 3, I would say, at this particular event. I think it'll be much later this year that we get to see the Quest 3, and of course at that point we'll actually be able to probably pre-order one at the same time, in a similar fashion to what they've done with the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro. So I think that's how this will happen. There's almost no chance in my mind that they're going to release a Quest 3. If they did, man, it would freaking blow up the internet. So I would love that to happen, but I can't see it being a likeliness, unfortunately, in this event. So I would taper your expectations for that. Next up is Hellsweeper. We already know this game is coming. We know it's coming to multiple platforms, and we know it's coming hopefully very soon. Now, this game looks absolutely incredible, breaking all the rules and the boundaries of virtual reality, being able to spin around, doing like a bajillion flips a second, and hopefully not vomiting. But this game does look freaking dope. It's got a ton of awesome stuff in it. I mean, even down to the point where you can have like a freaking pet in this game, and the pet goes ham on those mofos too. So this is honestly looking like just an absolutely sick game. I just want to highlight this for a second, mostly because like this is looking like a very high-end experience in virtual reality, and I'm super down for that. Plus, they've been developing this thing for a very, very long time. I have played it through a couple of different builds, and honestly, I've been super impressed with what I've seen so far. And the fact that this is coming to standalone, you know, PSVR 2, PC, this is going to really hit all the marks. Best of luck to them. I really can't wait for this title to come out. You should have this on your radar, trust me. The next one I expect to see a little bit more information on is Behemoth. Now, we've only ever seen a cinematic trailer for this, which is what you're watching right now, and honestly, the cinematic trailer is super dope. But as we have been fooled before by cinematic trailers, we never really know what's going on. Now, the truth is, I have a lot of faith in this game, purely based on the studio itself. Now, Skydance made The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners 1 and 2, and both of those games have been absolutely incredible. Those world building skills that they have are just very, 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 very good. Not just that, but like the whole polish of the games as well is just incredible. So Behemoth, I really have a good feeling about this. I think we're going to see maybe an actual gameplay trailer of it coming around for this showcase. This is coming to all platforms, so it would be a very good place to sort of put this out there and get some people excited about it. I expect to see a little bit more information on this over at this gaming showcase, but of course time will tell. I don't bloody know. I wish I did. I wish I did, but I don't know. But Behemoth, this is one to be keeping an eye out on. No joke, it's definitely one that we're all probably going to have in our library once it drops, because it just, the whole concept of it, going out and fighting colossal giants whilst grappling hook around and sword fighting, and oh god, it just got a little bit of everything, and I'm very, very excited to get into that universe where it's not zomzoms you're after, it's people. Next up is Attack on Titan. Now, we had a very small tease of this, as in literally like a title card tease. We already know that the Attack on Titan franchise can be handled very, very well in VR. There's a few free games over on like AppLab and SideQuest, which are really cool experiences, man. Actually shooting away with your grappling hooks and flying around and using your swords and taking down freaking titans of all various different heights. This honestly, this game can and could be absolutely 10 out of 10 if handled right, please. I really hope that they've kind of stolen a few of the developers that actually worked on those side games, because they've clearly got the mechanics down well, and it feels good to spin around and the movement and stuff like that already in the free games of this. So I hope that an official title for this will be just absolutely dope. Maybe continue some story within the universe, maybe take a certain chapter of time between seasons of Attack on Titan or something. But regardless, that would be absolutely fire. If they pull this off correctly, it could be freaking phenomenal. Now, it's rumoured that Camouflage, the people that made Iron Man VR, are working on a Batman game. And now they clearly know what they is doing when it comes to superheroes, because never have I felt more like a superhero than when I jumped into Iron Man. That game legitimately makes you feel like Iron Man, and if you missed that on the Quest or on the PlayStation side of things, man, pick that game up. If you're a Marvel fan, you are gonna love that. It's got a dope story, very, very fun play loop, and honestly, it just makes you feel like that superhero. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the potential of them turning Batman into a VR game. Now, we have seen this with the Gotham franchise, where we actually got to go in as sort of more of a detective Batman, going in and sort of piecing together a crime, seeing some amazing scenes. Like, honestly, that game still even holds up today as a dope Batman experience. So actually having a full Batman game, oh my god, we can only but hope that this is going to be freaking dope. Fingers crossed. Honestly, like I say, they have a great history as a studio of making some incredible stuff, and the Batman franchise would be in good hands and will be in good hands. So I'm hoping that we're going to see a little bit of that at the Meta Game Showcase as well. Honestly, all of these titles I really hope we get to see a little bit more of at the Game Showcase, and I think there's going to be some surprise boys in there as well that we're just not expecting yet, because we have no idea that they're in development. Well, some of us might.